Terminator Genisys is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Talk about writing yourself out of a corner. They tried so hard to make this movie work, and they ended up overcomplicating everything with convoluted time travel logic, ridiculous scientific jargon, and a plot that's so disjointed and sloppy you'll have no idea what's supposed to be happening. They really just wanted to make another Terminator movie. Why didn't they just reboot it? Maybe make another Terminator movie set in the future. Maybe bring in talented sci-fi directors to add something new to the franchise. Why didn't they do that? Terminator Genisys' only reason for existing is to make money, and to set up other movies.
So I'm in a dark theater, movie starts, and I start to see things I recognize.
It ruins the Terminator in less than 25 minutes. Remember when a Terminator was scary? Remember when it took a human a whole movie to kill one? Remember when it took a Terminator a whole movie that was twice as long to kill another Terminator? To assess how intimidating or threatening a villain is, you have to examine the kill-to-death ratio. Let's just look at the original Terminator movies. Terminator 1. The Terminator rips out this guy's heart. The Terminator shoots this gun store owner. The Terminator shoots the wrong Sarah Connor. Terminator kills this guy, and then shoots Ginger. Terminator kills 3 people at the Tech Noir Club. Terminator kills this cop right here. The Terminator kills this guy with a car. Then he shoots 3 cops, shoots the captain, shoots the warden, then he kills 7 more cops. Then he shoots 1 more cop, then he shoots this guy, then he shoots this guy. Then the Terminator kills this truck driver, and that's just that Terminator. The future Terminators shoot 12 people right here. That big Terminator airplane, whatever it is, kills another guy right here. Then the Terminator kills this guy. And then I forgot, the Terminator kills Kyle Reese, too. How many Terminators died during the movie? 1. Now let's look at Terminator 2. The big flying plane kills 1 guy here. Then the gunship shoots a fighter, kills another one here. Then they blow up a Jeep. Then the T-1000 shoots an employee over here. Kills the stepmom off screen and takes her form, and then murders the stepfather. He stabs this guy in the fucking eye. Then we see all these people murdered in a nuclear blast, and once again they only kill this Terminator, and that's it. Now let's skip forward to Terminator Genisys and see how many Terminators kill people in this. A guy dies over here, and you see another guy die over here, and then 1 more guy dies here. Maybe that person died. And I think that's it. Now, how many humans murder Terminators in this movie? They shoot a Terminator right here in the opening scene. They blow up all these Terminators. They probably kill a bunch of Terminators right there. They shoot more, and a bunch of stuff blows up in the background, and I assume that killed more Terminators. Then you see that thing crashing right there. Then they shoot this Terminator and murder him. Then they drop acid on this Terminator and murder him.
I dropped some acid before filming this.
Then they throw this guy in like a time machine or something and it blows up. What a bunch of shit!
3 billion people died in the nuclear fire.
Really? That's it? The Earth's population as of 2013 is 7.125 billion. And by the time Judgment Day rolls around, which is 2017, the Earth's population is projected to be 7.484 billion. So in this new timeline now, does that mean Skynet kills more people? Or kills the same amount of people? Which means that the longer Skynet takes, the more people will be around to rebel against them. How about they use future 3D printers to make Ebola? Then spread it everywhere. How about you come up with some kind of technology to make everything really fucking cold? Maybe get rid of Earth's atmosphere. You don't need it, you're robots. Doing any of those things takes less time and is more plausible than building a fucking time machine. Terminators are really stupid. They don't feel like intimidating killing machines anymore. They feel like the robots from Age of Ultron. They're just there because our heroes need something to shoot at.
It brings to this very kind of, I mean, we're all kind of giving ourselves a tough task of taking on this.
The acting. Arnold is good. And that's really because I like Arnold.
I think that the 3 that I was in, they all 3 had their own little personalities and kind of interesting storylines.
You didn't do the 4th?
Thank God.
Why, it was bad?
It sucked.
But he can't say scientific jargon?
Negative. His body was replaced on a cellular level
Cellular level. No one can.
using an exponential growth and decay algorithm.
You needed the CPU from the future to make it run.
He went a quantum field. There's no governing technology in this time that can control the displacement circuits
It's gonna fry the chip and take out most of the LA City power grid.
due to the magnetics of the quantum field.
It looks like a piece of junk.
Wait, what?
But besides that, Arnold is good. He's like the heart of this movie, and he's the only thing I was mildly interested in.
Rebuilds human tissue on a cellular level.
They don't give him anything good to do, but it's nice to see Arnold as the Terminator again, even if it doesn't make any sense. Emilia Clarke is a good actress as well. She's great in Game of Thrones, but she's not good in this movie. She's pretty awful, actually.
I will tell him. Just not yet, okay?
Why does Sarah Connor look like that now? How come she doesn't look like Linda Hamilton? I guess it's fine if John Connor looks different, because in that Terminator they have sex at a different point in time than the Genisys timeline, so it would be a different sperm and egg. So John would look different, but why do Kyle and Sarah look different? How come the Terminator looks the same if everyone else looks different? If this Terminator looks the same, then how come the T-1000 looks different? Because as they show in the bonus features of Terminator 3, they modeled the T-100 off of a real person.
The face of the future. Ooh, it's me.
Then they took the voice of someone else and put it in the T-100.
I don't know about that accent.
We can fix it.
So let's just say one of those two people got in a car accident or something, or even aged a little bit. Then the T-100 would look completely different. The original date of Judgment Day was 1997. Then Judgment Day was moved to July 25th, 2004. Then it was changed again for some reason to the year 2017. But then if you're going to look at the Sarah Connor Chronicles, which is technically canon, then Judgment Day was supposed to happen in 2011. So the date changes, okay. But let me get this straight. In all four timelines, in all four possible dates of Judgment Day, they always find the exact same guy to model the T-100 after. And they always find that exact same guy with the exact same voice so they can program it into the T-100. All four times. I guess it was destined to be. Or some shit. J.K. Simmons is good. Jason Clarke is okay. But then we get into the worst actor of all time, maybe.
I'll have like this weird little pouch glued over my penis.
Jai Courtney. This guy is fucking terrible.
Just remember you taking my hand and saying those words, and I was just looking at you thinking, she's beautiful.
Everything he's in, he's got the same dumb face. He always plays the same fucking character. He's always got the same hair. He just stands there and looks tough and holds guns.
You know what will happen to you better than anyone.
He's a model, not an actor. Why do people keep putting him in movies? They really try to make the love story between Emilia Clarke and him work, but he's such a terrible actor that he can't do anything right. He reminds me of Sam Worthington, some boring guy that was famous for a few years and then he just left. And if they had gotten a better actor, this movie probably would have been much better.
Why two Australians?
Why not? Sorry.
We know everything that happens already. First of all, the trailer gives everything away. This pissed everyone off. Like, why'd you give away the whole movie before we saw it? Even the director was like, why'd you give away the whole movie I made? But even without the trailer, you know everything that's gonna happen. You know what a Terminator is already, and why it's there. And at this point, it's such a staple in pop culture that it's not even scary anymore. You know what the liquid metal guy is, so when you shoot it, you know the liquid metal does this. You know what happens in the future and how they stop Judgment Day. You know basic story structure, so you know they're gonna find a way to stop Skynet for good. So everything about this movie is predictable, and there's nothing to keep you watching it. And that's a fundamental flaw with this movie. They thought they were making a new and improved franchise, like they were rebooting it in a clever way, like X-Men Days of Future Past did, except X-Men Days of Future Past wasn't doing the same shit. I had no idea what was gonna happen in that movie at least. At least X-Men Days of Future Past was unpredictable for the most part. How about you make a new science fiction film? Plenty of directors are doing that, and sometimes they fail at it, but at least they're trying, and they still make money.
The fans of the Terminator franchise will be happy, I believe, with what we've done, because there are, yeah.
No one cares about Terminator anymore. Why? Because you fucked it up. Because we know there's no reason to see these movies, because a few months after they come out, they'll wind up in the dollar bin at Walmart. I should know.
Is the future set in stone or what? So Judgment Day happens no matter what. If everything is inevitable, then why save Sarah? If the rise of the machines is gonna happen no matter what, then so will the fall of the machines. If Sarah dies, then there's gonna be another mom who gives birth to another savior of humanity. Another Sarah Connor and John Connor. Because according to your own logic, the future is inevitable. And what's bound to happen is gonna happen no matter what, right?
If the past can change, then so can the future. We can stop Judgment Day from happening. Ever.
You tried that already! It didn't fucking work! It's so frustrating to watch because these same characters have done this already. They did this in Terminator 2 and they said the exact same shit. But we already know by the series logic that no matter what the fuck they do, the same shit is gonna happen.
This is the beauty about a film that involves time travel, is you can actually go back and change the entire premise.
Yeah.
You can, so long as you have, you know, rules that make sense and that you stay within those rules.
So in the first movie, the future's set in stone. They make that very clear because of the paradox. In the second movie, it isn't. So they stop Judgment Day and prevent the whole thing from happening. Okay, fine. Then in the third movie, all of a sudden, it is set in stone, apparently.
You could not be shut down. The attack began at 6:18 p.m., just as he said it would.
Alright, fine. So they tried to do that. It didn't work. And the moral of the movie is that the future is set in stone no matter what. Okay, fine. Fourth movie isn't relevant. But then in the fifth movie, all of it... Then it goes back to the logic of the second movie. And now all of a sudden the future isn't set in stone again, even though in the third movie they already said that the future is set in stone, no matter what you do.
Valeries is remembering his own past, which is our future.
So now we're at the fifth movie, and they're doing all the same shit they did in the second movie, and we know none of it's gonna fucking work, because the series already told us that the future's set in stone no matter what we do.
It's possible if you were exposed to a nexus point in the time flow.
So all these sequels are stupid. In the first movie, they established that time can't be changed no matter what you do. If Kyle Reese didn't go back in time, then John Connor would have never existed. So Kyle Reese going back in time didn't change anything at all, because it was destined to happen. Because they sent him back in time in the future to the past. And the sequels go against all this by having things change when people and Terminators go back in time, which makes no sense.
Ralph! What the fuck?
I'm just gonna grab the stool here and explain everything to you. That's a table, not a stool. You have a marker and a pen?
I got it! What the fuck? I'm you and you from the future. I've come back in time to give you paper and a marker. So I can explain Terminator Genisys to this Ralph from the present. Corruptimundo!
Alright, so let's start with the original Terminator. Okay, so the original Terminator, the movie starts in the year 1984, right? And Judgment Day happens around this time, 1990, 97 or 5 or something like that. In the year 2029, they win the war, so they send back a Terminator in time to 1984, which causes Kyle Reese to meet Sarah Connor, create John Connor, and then cause this whole timeline to happen. A causality loop. Exactly, a causality loop. Who the fuck's that guy? Focus on Terminator, Jet, focus on this. Okay, so this is Terminator 1, right? So Terminator 2, once again, in 2029, they send another Terminator back in time to 1980, whatever. Then, toward the end of the movie, they do the thing to stop Judgment Day, but they only delay it. So this is a new timeline now. It's the timeline where Judgment Day is delayed.
How do they send back all those Terminators? You guys are just confusing it.
Fuck you, I'm explaining it fine.
He's really not. Why don't you get me a scissor?
We don't need your fancy scissors.
I came from the future back to the past to give you the scissor. Yeah, look here. Give me the paper. Give me the paper.
Fine, take that fucking paper.
No wonder you become a smoker.
What?
Okay, so Ralph, I need some room. Here, take down this paper.
There is no reason to take that painting.
Shut up, or I'll tape your fucking mouth shut.
Okay. But then there was also Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles.
It continues right here.
Terminator 2 goes
also
along,
gets back. But Judgment Day was postponed to 2004. 2004. So Judgment Day still happens, which means that to put my ashes in.
But then there was also Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, or show on TV, that also gets factored into this. So we need to divide these plot lines and timelines into two different pieces of paper.
Who sent back Arnold?
Shut up, faggot!